Life.
Quickly, let's kill it. Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another movie reaction and commentary. And today we're going to be hopping into a film called Planet of the Apes. Now, there's a lot of Planet of the Apes. There's a whole lot of them. I actually rewatched the newer ones on the channel a while back, but I haven't seen the original one, the one that was made in 1968, or at least released in 1968. So I'm excited to kind of finally be able to, after all the other films about the Planet of the Apes, and coming to the original, I'm really excited about that. I want to do the same thing with Tron as well too. I've seen the Disney Tron, but I haven't seen the original Tron, and I might put that on the poll. Well, I definitely want to put that on the poll. So again, if you guys are kind of new to this, the last couple of films that we've watched, we've been looking specifically at sci-fi, seeing how the genre of sci-fi can be molded and flexible when it comes to storytelling of all kinds. And a lot of the films that we've watched have done brilliant examples of that, and it's really, really cool to see one of my personal favorite genres be explored in a numerous amount of ways. When it comes to analyzing the human nature, when it comes to questioning ethics, when it comes to testing themes and really extending the creativity on all ends when it comes to even the filmmaking. Sci-fi is such a playground for that, and I feel like horror is the same way as well too. So I'm really, really excited and fascinated to see how this film, the original Planet of the Apes, not only looks, but maybe some of the themes that they decide to challenge. There's always themes within the Planet of the Apes. I know that, within the newer ones, the ones that kind of, take the forefront, like the CGI, the action, and obviously our characters, right? Which is not a bad thing at all. They're really great films. But I'm excited to see how this older version, the more original version, kind of has more of a campier feel. And what I mean by campier feel is, more so just along the lines of just really stretching out there, like almost as if like they were literally like, yeah, I want talking apes. So I'm looking forward to just like I don't want to call it the playfulness, because I feel like that, that doesn't translate well, but there's something there where it has this campy look, but you're still immersed within the story, and it just feels a lot more fun. Again, not to say that I didn't have a good time with the later Planet of the Apes. It's just that they're very serious. You know what I'm saying? The guy that made the Batman made the two other films, and they're definitely serious. They're very moody, they're very atmospheric, and they're very depressing at times. So I'm excited to see what this film looks like. And just judging by the cover, it looks to be a lot more saturated, whereas like the newer films are a little bit more desaturated. But that comes into play in its own way. There's always artistic choices that are focused on, and I'm pretty sure this might have a little bit of CGI, if not none at all, and are probably like practical effects and maybe some oh my god, I'm blanking on what is it called, like miniatures as well too, and as well as the makeup design. I feel like having them physically look like apes is going to be very interesting. It might have this like Cats type of vibe, but again, we've seen stuff like this before, and it's been very, very good with its immersion because of the passion that was poured into it when it comes to not only the makeup, but also the story in itself. If you don't believe the world is real, then your audience isn't. So I'm excited to see this. Again, if you guys want to participate in the sci-fi selections or just any type of polls and TV shows and movies, all that good stuff, definitely check out the Patreon. It's the best way to support this channel. You can also support the channel by leaving a like, comment, and subscribing. At the end of the day, you don't have to do any of those things. Just sit back, relax, and get your popcorn and snacks as we hop into Planet of the Apes. Again, if you guys want to be able to watch and hear all that I have to say about these films, you can by going to the Patreon, syncing up your copy of the film with mine, and you'll be good to go.
In less than an hour, we'll finish our 6th month out of Cape Kennedy.
We really got right into it, didn't we? Damn.
Of time in a vehicle traveling nearly the speed of light, the Earth has aged nearly 700 years since we left it.
I loved how it just panned out from that. That was really cool. I just think that's so cool. Like, it looks like the most uncomfortable thing ever, but I'm already just loving it. I'm already loving it. I'm happy it has this look. I'm happy that we had that narration. It really does remind me of like just some of the sci-fi novels I read that are like written in like 1960s, 1970s. Another cool thing that I really want to admire is how they made it look like they were traveling at light speed and the effects that they decided to use with that. Again, I love sci-fi because you have to think of those things. I mean, a great example is Interstellar, right? I mean, I feel like that takes that to the max in modern times, but it's really cool seeing how people played with it, like Kubrick when it comes to sci-fi. More specifically, sci-fi before the 2000s.
Stuart.
What the hell happened to Stewart? What the hell happened to her? What? um, no way that happened, huh? That was cool. I like how he looked at it one last time before he left. I love that we're also having a bunch of wide angles, just really getting full body perspectives while they're doing this scene. I think, again, it builds to the immersion of that. I like seeing them physically try to, like, overcome the obstacles. You can do the same for emotional and mental battles by instead pushing the camera very close to your subject. I love these shots of them within just an environment. It's gorgeous, but there's something eerie about it, especially when, you know, you're not sure what could be on this planet, because this isn't Earth.
Apart from that, you look pretty chipper for a man who's 2,031 years old. I read the clock.
Isn't that so fascinating? I think that is so incredible how very real that is. I love sci-fi, man. This dude is a good time. But I love that we're already getting so much unique personality with his character. I find his character so fascinating because of just how he handled the death of one of the people and then trying to like break it down to his homie, like, yeah, man, dude, you're like thousands of years old. What I'm saying is that it definitely takes a certain type of person to do this, and I think he's that type of person. Which is good. I think it makes the story exciting. That's awesome. That's a cool way to simulate lightning. What? I like how they did that.
Prepared to die. Doesn't that make you misty? Chalk up another victory for the human spirit.
I like him. I like him. I like his character. He might come off as like a douche, but I think it's really cool though. I think he's going about this in the right way, if I can be honest with you.
Life.
Quickly, let's kill it. Dude, these wide angle shots are freaking awesome. This is like really, really cool. I'm very curious as to how they set themselves up on this terrain because it's probably difficult to shoot in. That's so cool. I love how they just low-key introduced them through that perspective. That really, really cool composition. Like I said, these shots are awesome. I love that we're sticking to full body to landscape shots. You have like really cool angles like these. Like that's awesome. I love how they're using the environment. You guys hear the soundtrack? You guys hear this? You guys hear how creepy this is? These look like regular people. These look like some regular folks out and about trying to survive. Yep, I'm running with them. I don't care what type of civilization or time of human era you are from. If you see somebody running or something running, you run with them. That's like common denominator. Hey, yo, they are getting dragged, bro. Oh, damn, what? Did they kill him? Dude, holy crap, man, this is brutal. Jesus, I mean, like, yeah, what we just saw was, it was pretty brutal, but damn, when you start seeing just bodies on top of each other, yeah, this is kind of chaotic, man. No freaking way. No way. No way are you stunting on them. And they are talking. Oh my God. That's crazy. This is the type of camp I want, though. This is what I was exactly saying in the intro, so I'm not even mad. This is pretty good. I'm excited.
That's because Dr. Zayas realizes our work has value. The foundations of scientific brain surgery are being laid.
It's the eyes. I'm so happy they found a way to mesh the eyes. Because if that didn't hit, I feel like this wouldn't hit. But the eyes are really saving the day with these. I love that.
He keeps trying to form words.
You know what they say, human see, human do.
I mean, I also am very well aware of the fact that this is probably just planet Earth. And by the way, like, there's just no way in heck that they would go to a planet light years away and they land on a planet that's similar to Earth with humans on it and the relation of apes. Like, there's no way. This is totally planet Earth.
Look, he's moving his fingers.
Only because he saw you moving yours.
Oh, but perhaps he understood.
Because our main character is muted too, it's so cool being able to hear more of the other perspective. This is an organic way of telling the story. I love that. And building the world too. A beautiful woman.
Put her in with him.
That's not the worst punishment. I will say that. What's happening here isn't the worst thing that could possibly happen.
You work tonight?
No.
Neither do I.
Stop it. Stop it. I love it. I love it. Oh my God, this is good.
There's Bright Eyes. The one I was telling you about.
What's so special about him?
He has white hair. He's blonde. This dude is Aryan. He looks so much different than anyone else that's there. I would be completely fascinated.
That man can be domesticated.
That is really fascinating. That idea of what if we weren't top dog around here? Could we, in fact, be domesticated? It's clear that this dude also knows something. That's why I'm like, yeah, he knows some old technology. He's like, oh my god, what is this? New neuron unlocked. You know, again, I mentioned my love for sci-fi because it's able to show a mirror that can either be in the past, the future, because time is just is relevant but also irrelevant. But we're seeing similar themes that are happening within this world that we can see that is happening even within our very real reality. You know, very big organization, people of intellectual power within society that are crushing advancements. Where do they shoot this at, man? This place is this is really cool looking. Like the design, the architecture, where is this? Because I know they didn't just build all this, and if they did, holy crap, that is awesome. Great work from the production. This entire chase scene is awesome too. Like I love how it's going in and out and using the environment as well. That's really horrific. They made him white. No, I'm just...
No longer, madam. He is now in the custody of the Ministry of Science.
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
Whoa, is that where that's from? Is that where that's from? What? Oh my god. I didn't know that line was from there. It makes so much sense now.
Is the point at issue. Is he a man? Is he deviant or a freak of nature?
Objection!
Objection. Objection. God, man.
That he set him apart from the beasts of the jungle and made him the lord of the planet. These sacred truths are self-evident. The proper...
You know, it's crazy hearing them say this, but then, I mean, do we not also act like this? Obviously, I personally don't act like this. I mean, my goodness, I wouldn't act like this, but humanity as a whole has felt like this.
Not before I discovered evidence of a simian culture that existed long before the sacred scrolls were written.
Objection!
Oh, well, that's a big deal. That is an absolute big deal.
Sustain!
Their speech organs are adequate. The flaw lies not in anatomy, but in the brain.
Oh, I see what they're doing. I see what they're doing. It's like hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. It looked like they were covering certain parts of their features to kind of represent that. That's really cool. If you guys want a really good example of what's happening here that has physically happened in our world, look at Chernobyl. Also, like, you know, check out the television series, but the trial in the court, everything within the science and the government and the shadiness, and most importantly, the manipulation and lies to the public.
Our eastern desert has never been explored because we've always assumed that life cannot exist there.
I am truly astonished by how long this scene has been going. This is really well done. And honestly, this is like an important scene, so I'm really shocked at how they're playing this out in a continuous frame.
We've got to move fast.
She comes along too.
Zira doesn't want you.
I don't blame you. Bruh, that is funny. I love how the horses just have not changed. Yeah, man. I love it. I just love it. I think this is so fun, man. I'm not knocking it at all. I think it's just so good. This is, again, referring to when I was talking about this in the intro. I love the campiness. I really do. Just go for it. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, right? They said that the exclusion zone is poisonous. Did civilization, because this is totally planet Earth. I wonder if nuclear warfare caused this to happen. Because they were just talking about how the place that they just came from, you know, for forever, it's been poisonous. It's been a toxic land. You can't grow anything. This is cool. This is really, really cool. And again, like, the immersion from the filmmaking alone is just doing such a great job at letting me buy into this. Like I said, I noticed obviously certain things, but at all am I not knocking it, because look at how this is. I mean, it just looks gorgeous. It literally looks like a story. It feels like a story. I don't care how campy your film is. If it feels like that, I'm immersed. I'm in.
Indeed, the fact that many of these tools are unknown to us suggests a culture which, in certain ways, equals our own.
And that even is relevant in today's world. I think that's fascinating. Again, sci-fi is just so great. I love it. Such a great depiction of science and fantasy. Well, sci-fi, well, science and fiction, I guess.
And 50 rounds of ammunition.
What if they won't agree to your terms?
Tell them I'll shoot him.
Taylor, you can't.
Yes, the hell I can. What? I don't give a damn. What?
Remember, never trust anybody over 30. Doctor, I'd like to kiss you goodbye.
That's funny as hell, right? That's so fun. I love it. I love this. I like this film, man. They just do it. That's great.
What will he find out there, Doctor?
His destiny.
Damn, what the hell y'all hyping? What the hell is around this corner? Oh, get the hell out. Is that the statue? Oh my god. Yo, that's the Statue of Liberty. Oh my goodness, dude. Yeah, so this was Earth. Yeah, that's a shock.
I'm home. All the time.
I mean, you should have saw from the horses, but damn, that's crazy.
Oh, damn you! God! Damn you all to hell!
He said the line. That's where it's from. Wow. Holy crap. That's actually chaotic. Man, oh, I wonder how that must have felt seeing that in the theaters. Jeez. Wow, what a statement. Wow. And that's how they end it. Oh my goodness. Wow. No music, just straight to credits. Guys, that is the end to Planet of the Apes. All right, everybody, we just got done Planet of the Apes. That ending, it all makes sense. I mean, I definitely, like, it's not rocket science, right? But it still hits. Like, that moment still hits. And I'm curious to see how people felt when they left that out on a statement. You know, you go on this journey, and the the camp that comes with this, you know, the cheesiness that comes with it, leaves for like somewhat of an optimistic view. But I will say I was going back and forth between, you know, like this very cheesy optimism to like getting right back into the very gritty and horrid nature of this story. Like, you know, seeing the bodies piling up and, you know, seeing the scarecrow, and even just like the more subtle things where you see the chokehold that, you know, corruption has within even this society. But, you know, then you would have moments where, you know, the apes would be kissing. You could see you could see the plastic bend. And you're like, ah, that's great. But man, the choice to leave out on the Statue of Liberty and to have it linger and to have him just fall onto the sand with the waves crashing over and just drifting away, and him just like in anger saying, "You blew it up. You know, damn you all to hell." Oh wow, that's where it's from. That's so cool. Yeah, this was really fun. I had a really good time watching this. Like I said, it pings me back and forth between where I'm laughing at the lunacy of it, but then I'm also, you know, really like I'm pondering, and I'm interpreting, and I'm lingering on certain ideologies that are being talked within conversations. Like I said, that one scene where our main character is talking to the guy who's, you know, the most corrupt ape of all time. But that entire scene was a long take, and I'm happy they chose to do that, because it's easily the in my opinion, one of the more important dialogue encounters. And it's cool that, again, they are able to balance this very, very cheesy sci-fi journey with incredible, almost like oh my god, what is that Stanley Kubrick film where it's like the atom bomb? It's almost like that, where it still has the same potency when it wants to redirect that comedy or that, you know, accidental comedy into a, like, no, this is a story, this is also a statement, it's great. I love that. I love being able to go back and forth to that, and it makes for a very entertaining journey, you know. But yeah, that's crazy. There were so many things I was very impressed by. Not only just the story and the elements that were within the story and the sci-fi nature, but even the production design. I'm not sure. I mean, you guys would probably let me know, but the village that they were in, or the community that they were in, how that was being shot was so fun. It was so, it had like a life to it. I love that the camera was constantly moving when it needed to, and then when it didn't have to, it didn't. And it allowed you to just soak in the environment. And this, quite frankly, very, very new yet similar culture. And it's fascinating. And I don't know, I feel like this does such a good balance between kid James and, you know, adult James, where I can watch this film and engage with both sides of that. And that is really, really cool. I feel that the way they ended that was awesome. That was so good. How did nobody see that? I don't know. But it's just really, really good. It's very clever in terms of how they presented that. But again, it's also hilarious because I'm like, dude, these are horses, man. You are on another planet with horses? Are you kidding me? So, guys, I appreciate you guys rocking with me on this ride. I love this movie. This was really, really fun. I seriously had a good time with this. And I'm curious to see what you guys feel about this. How do you guys feel about this? Is this too campy for you guys? Could you not get into the story of this? Is it just too distracting with like the makeup and the production design? On my end, I'm aware of all of those things, but the story is so good, and the elements within the story, like the production design, the immersion that was put into it, as well as the conversations, they really helped with the immersion. So yes, I am aware of like all the, we'll call them imperfections, but this film still felt alive, and I feel like that's more important. I feel like that's most important. So I'm curious to hear your thoughts on it. As always, I appreciate y'all. Stay healthy and stay hydrated, because we are just getting started.
Purple jacket, pocket full of weed. Everything that I should ever need. Grab some matches cause they give them free. Just like my time. Hair pulled back in the backseat.